Brave Nation! This next battle is 3 5-minute rounds in a catchweight bout of 90 kilograms. Introducing your first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 23 wins, 12 losses, and 2 draws. He stands 182 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 89.85 kilograms. Representing Naruszczka MMA and fighting out of Poland, please welcome Marcin Naruszczka. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, this man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 14 wins and 5 losses. He stands 190 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 89.65 kilograms. Representing Fight Company and Team Joker and fighting out of Serbia. Put your hands together for Aleksandar Joker Ilić.
You have to give a massive shout out to the crowd here in Belgrade. Almost deafening. And we are... Oh, big kick right away from Ilić. Coming from that southpaw stance. And again, as we've alluded to, he has a fantastic question mark kick and very tricky southpaw with heavy, heavy hands.
This is where Naruszczka's awkwardness can play to his advantage. I'm not sure he always knows what he's going to do next.
And
very, very tough for the opponent to know. Oh!
Another big head kick. There's those straight shots we were talking about. That straight left, right down the pipe. Oh, beautiful kick to the body. Those kicks are a cumulative damage. Money in the bank for Ilić.
Brave Nation, Ilić is in a right side forward stance, a southpaw stance. He's now trying to get his right foot on the outside of his opponent's right foot. If he does that, he can come straight down the middle with a straight, separate his opponent's hands, and possibly separate him from his consciousness.
Throwing nice little fakes as well and feints to try and get a reaction out of Naruszczka. Not a lot of head movement from Naruszczka. It's more so just covering up instead of getting his head off that center line.
Ilić going high a lot. There may be a liver kick coming.
Naruszczka eating some big shots.
There was the attempt at the liver shot, ran into an elbow.
Oh. The Joker almost like a matador there. Beautiful pivot step. Naruszczka trying to get in on the takedown, eats some big elbows. Nice defense from Aleksandar Ilić. Fighting now up against the cage, trying to get the dominant position. Good head positioning from Naruszczka.
Ilić, though, has the underhook, Phil. He's going to be able to get out. Not a tight underhook on the other side. He's got the better leverage. He's probably going to walk one way, take it the other, and be out. You saw the beginning of that.
It's smart if you think about it from Naruszczka. Closing the distance.
Referee quick to separate him. Why? Because here in Serbia, they like action.
Oh, chewing up the legs now is Ilić. Oh, that's a smart inside leg kick.
Nasty answer.
Naruszczka is really starting to bite on those feints. It's almost like Ilić can almost sense the finish. He's being smart though, he's not chasing the finish, he's not headhunting. He's being very smart with his shot selection. He's throwing a lot of feints here, keeping Naruszczka guessing.
Elbow, very, very impressive. His distance management right now, Brave Nation, is just about perfect.
Oh, big shot over the top, though, from Naruszczka.
Landed as the opponent was
Oh, question
away,
mark
and
kick!
that was it. Shades, oh! That one's called the decapitator.
That was a beautiful question mark kick.
Good time to throw a liver kick. Opponent's worried about the head.
And this is what I mean about his shot selection. He could have rushed there to try and finish the fight, but very smart with it. Realized that he doesn't need to crowd his work. 1 minute left in the first round.
Joker quite rightly believes he's winning this round. Does not need to change his strategy.
The straight left and the rear left kick have been absolute money for Ilić so far. That head kick seems to be wide open for him. Now working on the body. May work the body a little bit to go up top.
He's balancing the two very, very intelligently as Joker.
And what it does... Oh! Head kick KO! I thought he was out. What incredible powers of resilience from Naruszczka, and he's throwing back. That is crazy. Clean head kick. Naruszczka is a zombie. Wow.
Highlight reel fight in one round, and Brave Nation, it is still going on.
The fans in Belgrade, Serbia are on their feet. I want to see that head kick again. I was convinced he was out.
There it is, courtesy of Arena Fight. One of the most beautiful kicks I can recall in Brave Combat Federation history, Phil.
And Naruszczka still had the presence of mind to get back up, and not only get back up, he wasn't on the defensive either. He was attacking. Oh, this fight is delicious.
There is a reason, Phil, they call the man Cyborg. That was real Cyborg fighting right there. Catches a highlight reel kick to the middle of the face, drops, stands up, and then renews his attack with even more vigor.
Aleksandar Ilić must be thinking to himself, what do I need to do to get this man out of here? He's asking his corner if he can have a keep that still and smash him over the head with it. This is awesome. This is why we love Brave Combat Federation, providing these kinds of fights.
Absolutely phenomenal question. The big question in my mind, Phil, is do we get another entire round, or does it end in round 2?
You wonder just how compromised Naruszczka was from that head kick and whether he's had enough time to clear the cobwebs. Ilić again trying to pick up exactly where he left off by putting the pressure on. Naruszczka, to his credit, is still firing heavy shots. It's almost like he wants to find that one-shot KO. Whereas Ilić is a little bit cleaner with the striking, a little bit more accurate.
Naruszczka is indeed, as you said, looking for the one-shot KO. The thing that's missing is timing. He needs to hit his opponent as he comes in, not as he's moving away.
He may go up high with a shot now. 2 huge shots to the body. Or perhaps another question mark kick. Went up high that time. So measured is Aleksandar Ilić.
Quick little apology to the referee. Sorry, I tripped on you, sir.
That has been the most successful shot so far for Naruszczka. That inside leg kick. Landed it a number of times. Naruszczka charging forward with big shots. Oh, he's been opened up big time. He's starting to leak.
Naruszczka's hands are really low, Phil.
Again,
I don't know if it's fatigue, if he's trying to draw his opponent in and then try and counter him, but those hands are oddly low.
Naruszczka is he took a big deep breath there. Fatigue might be starting to set in, Kirik. Another big head kick. Single leg takedown from Naruszczka. This is a great fight. I love fights.
Phenomenal resilience shown by the fighter from Poland.
And now
Turning
he's
it around a little bit. He's got those hips pushed in, starting to rain some shots down.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can't see, but I have a big old smile on my face because this fight is fantastic.
Joker spinning those hips, trying to maybe underhook the leg, throw a leg over the head, go for an arm bar. Nothing close yet.
Halfway point of the fight. Oh, potential for an omoplata, lets it go. It's intelligent from Naruszczka. This also gives him a little bit of time to recompose himself. Naruszczka now just establishing the position in the half guard anchor position.
Cyborg clearly doing enough to keep this fight down on the ground, but I think he wants to be just a little bit busier.
Framing off. Naruszczka does have 2 wins via submission, a rear naked choke and a triangle, but his last submission win came all the way back in March of 2012.
Ilić is close to the fence now. This is an opportunity for him to wall walk. He'll likely catch a shot or 2 in the head, but he'll be back up standing where I do believe he wants to be.
I think the partisan crowd here trying to sway the referee into the stand-up. And
that was the stand-up I was referring to. I personally think it was just a little bit early, but as I said, I do think it was incumbent on Cyborg to be a little bit busier there.
oh, Naruszczka looks tired. Another big head kick. He's eating big shots. Oh,
that was
dropped
a face
him.
plant.
Ilić landing big shots. But Naruszczka now trying to get in on another takedown of his own.
Unsuccessful thus far with it.
The durability and resilience of Marcin Naruszczka is incredible.
There have been some extraordinarily apt nicknames in mixed martial arts. Vanderlei Silva, the Axe Murderer, a friend of Brave Combat Federation, calling Marcin Naruszczka Cyborg is another one.
Again, great head positioning from Naruszczka. I've never seen a man so close to being finished in round 1 and round 2, and then start to claw it back a little bit. If he scored another takedown now, interesting.
And he scored another takedown now.
That's Carrick, a very interesting round of mixed martial arts action. Naruszczka looks a little bit fatigued.
I had that round 10-9 for Joker. Phil, could you make an argument for the other way around?
Conceivably you could, and that's why it's such an interesting round. You had the knockdown from Ilić, but then you had the groundwork. You're talking maybe a good 90 seconds of ground control at one stage there, and then scores the second takedown. So again, it comes down to the subjectivity of the judges sitting cage side.
Big thanks to Arena Fight and DPC, our sponsors for that replay.
For the first time tonight in Belgrade, Serbia, we are going to a 3rd round. Once again, Ilić must be thinking to himself, what do I need to do?
Phil, I asked you at the beginning of round 2 if this was going to be the final round, which in my mind was going to have Joker as the winner. Certainly towards the end of that round, Marcin Cyborg turned that fight around. It is not impossible that each fighter has won 1 round, and that would make the winner of this round the winner of this fight.
Good patience being exhibited throughout the fight from Ilić. Oh, he turned away a little bit. He looked away. Naruszczka's gassed, man.
We're watching extreme exhaustion here. Brave Nation. Also extreme Polish toughness.
This is so durable is Naruszczka. Oh, beautiful Straight left, and then Naruszczka with a big shot of his own. Charges Ilić against the cage.
Naruszczka defended against that shot by fading, by moving straight back slightly. It's a very dangerous technique, and typically one shown when somebody is showing extreme fatigue.
Again, head position for Naruszczka is fantastic.
Very, very impressive that with an overhook alone and that head control, he's managing to keep his opponent on that fence. Dropping down for a single, had luck with it before, looking
Body
for the
lock.
back.
Has the body lock, may try and bump off the cage and hit the trip. Over-under position, you can see Ilić trying to dig in for that underhook. Again, a very interesting round. Naruszczka knows he needs to keep busy in this position. Was separated with the first round, I believe. Knows he needs to do enough here to prevent the referee, Dejan, from stepping in and separating. And on a single again. Trying to run the pipe on it.
Maybe looking for the back, right back to the fence. That's what he's got to do, Phil. That's what he's got to do on that fence. Throw some shots that cause a little damage. May have been an errant knee. Knee may have gone low. Joker Ilić, I believe, indicated to the referee that a knee had accidentally gone low. We may get a look at that. Arena Fight and DPC are responsible for replays. Be great to get a look at that to see whether that knee did indeed go low.
Love to get a replay of that if we can from the guys in the truck. Initially, I didn't see the errant shot, but judging from the reaction of Ilić.
Brave Nation coming back from a clean shot to the nether region is one of the tougher things to do in this sport. We've got a sold-out crowd of 10,000, 15,000 people, all lending their energy to Aleksandar Joker Ilić. He has up to 5 minutes under the unified rules of mixed martial arts, up to 5 minutes to recover. There is every expectation that he will do that well within the 5-minute period.
Again, we would like to see a replay if that's possible, just to clarify whether or not it was an errant shot. Referee giving Naruszczka a warning, not taking a point at this stage.
That was appropriate. That knee strike was entirely unintended, but it did land, we believe. Little glove touch, there is no more love in these gloves.
And saying, oh, jumping knee attempt. And saying that little break might have been better for Naruszczka. Oh, cracking kick to the body. That seems to be the game plan of Naruszczka. Another takedown.
Walking his opponent towards the cage. In the earliest days of the sport, that was what you did. You walked your opponent to the cage, jammed his head up against it, started your ground and pound. There are so many techniques now for walking. Fighters do typically move their opponent away from the fence. That's not what we're seeing right here, and it does seem to be working for Marcin Cyborg.
Kerry, conceivably, Naruszczka is winning this round.
I do believe he is winning this round.
It'll be interesting to see how that second round was scored. Final 90 seconds in what has been a fantastic fight here at Brave at CF69, live from Belgrade, Serbia.
What we're watching here is a triumph of the human will, of the human desire to fight.
The indomitable spirit of man.
Cyborg was completely gassed. It was difficult for him to stand, and yet here he is, pinned his opponent on the fence, landed some shots, took his opponent down, and is ground and pounding him. 1 minute left in this fight, Brave Nation.
There's a lot of blood coming out of somewhere. Can't quite see who's cut. Naruszczka solidifying the position. Wouldn't be surprised if the referee stood them up again. He's fond of a quick stand-up.
30 seconds remains.
These shots are getting through from Naruszczka.
This is absolutely Cyborg's best round, in my opinion. He came in behind flurries, got an overhook, got control in the cage, took his opponent down with a single. He put together all the things that were working for him separately in rounds that certainly the first one he lost very, very handily. Second one, I think he did, but he discovered what was working for him, and now he's put them together to take away, in my opinion, round 3.
Final seconds in the third and final round. Naruszczka finishing on top, and for the first time tonight, Carrick, we go to our judges. And now look at the face of Aleksandar Ilić. He had a big shot there, heavy, heavy ground and pound landed.
Ilić being carried around the ring, arms are overhead. Howsoever, the judges' official scores have not been tallied.
It's going to be a long wait for both men.
I think there's a big expectation in this partisan crowd that their fighter took it all away. And that's my opinion. But a case could be made going in the other direction. A completely spent Marcin Cyborg Naruszczka standing against the fence, using it to hold him up. That was one of the great expressions of toughness, of fighting through exhaustion, fighting through adversity that we've ever been treated to in the Brave Combat Federation cage.
Naruszczka is the very personification of resilience. Ate some huge shots, got dropped twice in the fight, but was relentless when it came to the single leg. Final scores being tabulated, taking a little bit of time, and more often than not, that means we may be looking at a split.
We could be, Brave Nation. If there is a split decision, typically the runner will go back, check with each judge to make sure there is no question as to which fighter and which round they scored for. That does
Belgrade, Serbia, what a fight! Give it up for both of these warriors! After 3 incredible rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Your first judge scores about 29-28, red corner. Your next judge scores about 29-28, blue corner. And your third judge scores about 29-28, your winner by split decision from from Serbia, Aleksandar Joker Ilić.
It's pandemonium here as the exultant